Gameguys Mojo and Dojo MinyMidge. Jojo, one of our regulars around here, and Mojo, the best player in Houston. Arguably, at one point, he was definitely the best player in all of Texas. Him and Ark kind of go back and forth between the best active players in Texas. Obviously, Wobbles is the best, although Mojo, Ark, and Mojo and Ark have been getting closer to Wobbles lately. Anyways, moving on. Mojo taking the quick SD in game 1 here, and Mojo is actually a Fox main. He's not a Falco main, but his Falco is really good. And MinyMidge actually is a Falco/Fox main, so these players are both pretty solid technically. Mojo definitely has the reads that MinyMidge does not have. Obviously, he's one of the best players in Texas, and he's on Melee on Me's top 100 for a reason. So you know, he's really good. I'm gonna put the headset on and move over a little bit because there's a lot of noise over there. All right, so you can see Mojo taking a pretty quick stock lead. He doesn't really mess around. These early bracket matches, sometimes he'll go like Peach or Puff or whatever. If he's playing against the Niceys, he goes Peach sometimes. But for the most part, Mojo doesn't really mess around too much in bracket. He did SD really early. That's why this seems to be close. But Mojo definitely has all the momentum. And you can see that MinyMidge is kind of side B'ing a lot, and Mojo's definitely capitalizing on that. He definitely knows he's getting the down smashes, he's getting the forward smashes, the back airs. He was ready to go, and that was pretty standard way to end a game as a Falco. Go down there and dare him into oblivion. Game 1's gonna go to Gameguys Mojo. Let's see if MinyMidge can pull out the upset. And game 2 on Yoshi's. Let's see if now there's definitely less room to run around here, but let's see if something can let's see if we can get something going here for MinyMidge. And that was nice. That was a really good MinyMidge actually has really good aerial shines. He just shines people in the air really well. With Fox and Falco, he'll just go out there and shine you, and it ends up messing you up. And that's an SD from Mojo. He's down 2 stocks now. 2 stocks to 4 in favor of MinyMidge. And wow, but he didn't quite get it. And side B's all over the place.
What's the bracket URL?
Dojo Weekly 3. And Mojo just showing his a little bit of his follow-up game here, getting the consistent aerial combos. Again, really good combo game, and he went out there for something crazy. A little bit of disrespect Mojo likes to throw in every so often, but and wow, he went for the shine back air there, or the shine down air rather. Both of these guys are pretty goofy guys. They're also really good friends, so there's no like high tension or high stress in this match. And MinyMidge actually has done really well to make it this far in the bracket already. He is a good player, but this is he's exceeded expectations a little bit here as well. So he's holding his own. Obviously Mojo SD'd like twice, and then there was like a quick shine spike in there. So let's see if he can pull the upset and grab a game. This would honestly be a bigger upset in my opinion than Don taking a game off of Mewtwo King. Read the chat. What's going on? Okay. For those of you that aren't sure, oh wow, he's gonna get it. John's gonna take, or MinyMidge rather, is gonna take game 2. We're going to game 3. For those of you that are wondering, I'm not always looking at the chat. I have our other TO, Alex, Gimme. He's sitting next to me, and he's kind of monitoring the chat. So if y'all have any questions that you want him to answer about Dojo or anything, ask him. Oh, big stuff. Mojo's not really going to mess around this match. He's going to go in and do some pretty hardcore stuff. The only thing that tends to come there is sometimes Mojo gets a little frustrated, and he can let the pressure kind of get into his head a little bit. But most of the time, it's just he's being a little aggressive. But he can catch on to that real quick and stamp it out. So. And for those of you that are watching us over CEO, we really appreciate it. That means a lot. I mean, I know it's only doubles today, so a lot of people aren't that into doubles, but still, we really appreciate it. And this is a lot of interesting things are going on here. Really good back air out of Mojo. Basically, John's trying to be aggressive. One thing that I find is when you're playing against someone who's a little bit better than you or a lot better than you, your best chance is to be super aggressive. It's either that or be super scared or whatever, and I prefer to be super aggressive because sometimes you can catch them off guard. Like that. Big shine spike, gonna almost even up the game actually. Only a 56% lead for Mojo. And so when you're playing against, like I said, when you're playing against someone who's, generally considered better than you, you've got a couple of options, and a lot of people choose to be like super scared and run away all the time. I choose to be ridiculously aggressive. Alright, and there's a lot of shines going on, as you'll notice. Both of these players are pretty technical. Like I had mentioned earlier, they're very technically sound, and is this going to be it? Nope. Okay, just barely missed with the down air there. Mojo trying to read and went a little too early, and Randall ended up kind of saving John there, I think. I don't know if he would have made it back. And yep, Nair's going to take it. Game 3, Mojo 2-1 over MinyMidge.
Hey, Oscar, stay right there. You got to play straw hat.
Really solid